Welcome back. In this video we're going to take this factory that we ran in the last video and we're going to add it to a seeder so we can populate some more rows in our database table. Okay, so to do that we need to come out of the factories directory, we need to go into the seeders directory and create a new file. So this is the boilerplate for our seeder. There's no convention as such when it comes to naming. A seeder is simply a place that we call all the different factories, and there are other things to call as well, but generally speaking we'll call factories to populate multiple tables in our database. So it's a way of really controlling the way in which we seed multiple tables, hence the name seeder. Before we go any further though, we're going to have to call a factory method on our model, and it's just occurred to me that I'll have to go back to the model file and actually include that class. So it's called has factory, case sensitive, so we better ensure that we have that capital H there, and there we have it, has factory. Back to the seeder now, and we also need to include our model, which is called person, and that should be everything. Should be able to now create a statement, and there's our model. Let's see if the factory is there. Factory class, that actually isn't the factory we need. I'll need to refresh, I think, to pull that method through. Let's have a look. Factory method, that's the one we want. Then we need to say count and decide how many records we want. How about, we'll just say 10. 10 records, and we need to persist the records that are created. So it'll just create the data, the factory, it'll create it in memory. We need to actually persist that data to our database, and to do that we call the create method, and that should be it. We'll end the statement there. Okay, so let's just run that seeder and see if it works. Database seeded according to the console, so we'll skip back over to our tables and refresh. There's our people table, and there's our 10 records. Okay, perfect. So we're now in a position in the next video where we can create a controller, we can grab hold of that data, and then we can pass it through to the front end, to the client, and we can have a look at how we can present it. So I'll see you in the next video.